Hi, this is Jonna with Bee's Knees, and today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable little bat lantern just in time for Halloween. So let's go ahead and get started by opening up Design Space and go ahead and upload your file into the program. And if you have any questions on how to do this, I will link a video below that will walk you through it step by step. And here is my cute bat. When you upload it, it's all grouped together. And this is so you can easily change the size of it. You can make it bigger or smaller, but the one thing you have to do is you have to move everything together. So let's say I want to make a little mini bat. Just make sure, see, everything's grouped together, everything is moving and scaling together. And if you're going bigger, that's fine. Just be aware of how big you're going to make sure it still fits on the cardstock that you're using. So I'm going to put this back to this size. And you'll notice too, I have a version that hangs, which just has a slightly different, it has a loop up here at the top and the bottom is slightly different. The way you assemble it is exactly the same. So if you're doing that one, follow along with this one with me. And if you're interested in that version, it's available in my shop, which is linked below. So let's go ahead. I don't want to change anything to this bat, so let's go ahead and hit make. And you can go ahead and save the project. I'm making it on a mat because I'm not using smart materials. So let's talk a little bit about the pieces. So we have, this is the white part that will make his eyeballs pop. I'm going to cut that out of regular cardstock. And then these are the panels on the side of the light. I'm going to cut this on the intricate setting and it'll cut out better that way. And this is the very back layer, which is great because from the front or the back, it'll look black. So it's not just a from the front creation. It's you can 360 view and he's going to look fabulous. This is the front layer. These are the pieces that get glued right behind those panels I showed you above. I'm going to cut them out of vellum. You'll want to make sure you use a semi-translucent material. Vellum is my go-to for this stuff. And here's my purple layer. I'm actually going to cut him out of glitter cardstock to make him pop a little bit, but you don't have to. You can use regular cardstock. And then here are the utility pieces, the pieces that help this whole thing go together, and those will be cut out of regular cardstock too. So go ahead and cut out your pieces and select the correct materials based on what you're using. And the cool thing is, so I use medium cardstock if it's if my weight is 65 or 80 with more pressure. I use glitter cardstock with more pressure for all my glitter cardstocks. And then the cool thing is Cricut actually has a setting for vellum. So you can put it on custom if you're using your Explore, or browse your materials and look for vellum. Okay, we have all of our pieces cut out, and you'll notice, like for example, in this little guy, there might be some pieces that you just have to push out and pull off. So make sure you have those all cleaned out, and then make sure on your little wheels that all of those are also cleaned out and ready to go. So we are going to get started by gluing the vellum onto the back of my panels. So let me show you what I mean. So it's really simple. Just take your panel and flip it over. And just so you know, the panel, just pay attention, there's these two bats at the bottom, the little bat in the corner. So that is the front. So let's go ahead and flip it over, and then take your glue and put it around the edge. Get it as close to the edge as you can. And then take your vellum and make sure the wider part is at the bottom, and then just go ahead and put it on the back. So go ahead right now and glue all of your vellum pieces on. Okay, we have our panels all done with the vellum glued onto the back of each one. So now we are going to go ahead and layer our bat and put him together. So go ahead and grab the back piece first, and then grab the little white piece. And what we're going to do is we're just going to glue the white piece to the front of this back. And make sure you line it up carefully. And then next we're going to layer on the purple piece. And then lastly, we are going to grab the black piece and we're going to put glue on the back of him and layer him on top. Make sure he's the right direction, so you can tell by the little hair at the top. So flip him over. Perfect. So we have our bat all layered together. Now we just need to put it together. So you'll want to find this piece that has the 2 notches in it on the top and the bottom. And you'll want to take it and just slide it in. Make sure, be careful not to, you can bend it a little bit, make sure you don't crease the paper. So then once that's in, just go ahead and fold it over and make sure you can see the little notches, because we need those notches, because now we're going to take this guy, this last one where the notches are on the top and the bottom, and we're going to slide him in, and he has to get in there in between the notches. Perfect, just like that. So now we have our structure. Now we need to hold it firm. And we do that with these little guys. So I'm gonna start with the bigger circle and put this on the bottom. Now this is the toughest part of the whole thing. It's not that difficult, but it just takes some patience to work it in there. And again, you wanna be careful that you don't crease it, but you're definitely gonna have to bend the paper a little bit to get it in. But that's okay too, because we won't see the inside of the circle. So if you need to bend that a little bit, that's fine. But just don't crease it, because then it won't stay put. So it just takes a little patience to work your way around. Sometimes they go into slots they're not supposed to be in. And then take your smaller circle and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to work it around and you're going to put it in the top. Perfect. That's nice and steady. Now the last thing to do is just to slot these little panels in. The wider part goes at the bottom, and then they just go into those little slots that are in the circles. And go ahead and put those all the way around. That is perfect. Look how cute this little bat guy is. Okay, now I turned down the lights a little bit so we can talk about the last thing, which is which lights to put in this. So you can always do just your normal tea light. And I'll show you what each one looks like. So if you just pop off one of the panels and just carefully place that inside. Or just plop it in like I just did. Okay, so there's that one. It gives it a nice kind of light, creepy, yellowy glow, which I kind of like for Halloween. The only problem with this is you have to open this panel every time you want to turn it off and on. And it's a little big. So that's where this one comes in. This is a tiny little guy. And the nice thing about this, you get a bunch in a pack and they're more affordable. So if you have a lot of these, you're putting them up at a party or something, you can always just pop it in and it gives you a nice glow. But again, to turn it off and on, you have to open the back. It does pop in easier too, and it's a little less weight, which is nice. But then we have this last option, which is my favorite. This little LED light, which he fits right in there. And the cool thing about that is it comes with a remote, so you can turn it on and off. So if these are hanging, you don't have to get up on a chair to take them down. And you can turn it all these different colors. So that's really cool. Let's do purple. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. So it's a remote, so you can easily turn it on and off. It comes with a bunch in a pack. So I'll link all these options below, and it's really just up to you and how you're using your cute little bat and what you want him to look like. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe for more future freebies.